We have a problem, guys, and I don't know if this is a fixable problem, but this room is way too fancy now to be a fish room. Just kidding. Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back once again to Solid Gold, and I'm here with you for another weekly update on the progress of the fish room. The fish room now has windows! Ooh, it's echoey in here. Last week, the contractor cleaned up the paint job around where the ceiling and the wall meet, so now there's crisp, clean lines without any of that horror movie-esque smudging that was going on before. Some people said it looked like a haunted house or something, which it totally did. That was so funny. The walls still need one more coat of white paint just to finish them up. The floors still need to be finished off, and then there's still like some open electrical outlets that are still in progress that need to be finished. Just mostly minor details like that. We still need to paint the baseboard. It's still mostly unpainted because there's all this construction dust on the floor still, but we made some pretty good progress today on the sliding glass door in the middle of the front of the building and one of the windows off to the side. I only had one member of my crew here today working on it, and nobody was here yesterday, so he got done what he could so that I could have something to show for the video, because I was telling you guys that the windows and door were going to be ready for you to see in today's video, and at least that's like a little more than halfway true. Let's go outside here so I can show you the front of the building, because there's been a lot of changes to the front of the building too. We're changing the front of the building to white instead of light gray, and this is something that I told them that I wanted to do eventually, but it's not a big priority because it's more cosmetic than anything. I really wanted the building to be white with black trim all over. And we needed to get almost all new sheets of metal to cover the front of the building anyways, so rather than try to match the gray color, which we probably wouldn't have been able to do anyways, we just decided to buy it in the white color. So the whole front of the building is going to be white, and I'm going to paint all those thick trim pieces on the edges black. We took them down today, and I had to scrub at them so long to get them clean because there was all kinds of like lichen and moss growing on them. So now they're all nice and clean and they're ready for me to paint. For the rest of the building, I'm going to keep the same old metal, probably clean it up and then paint it white eventually so it'll match the front. But yeah, you get the gist of it. The whole thing's gonna be white. There's gonna be another window here, just like where that one is there. And then another window on the back of the building lined up with this front window here, back there. The windows and door arrived over the weekend, and these are really, really nice windows. And I got them for a really, really good price too, which is always good. They do have the, well, it's called bronze, but it looks black, the black frames, so they match with the whole theme out here. They're double paned, they're insulated, they have screens. The sliding glass door has a big screen for one panel. Both of these panels slide independently of one another. Neither of them is fixed. And once you unlock the door and you open it, both panels can be fairly easily lifted off of the track and moved over to the side, so I'll be able to get that huge, massive aquarium in here pretty easily. After finishing up installing the windows and all the other finishing details that need to be done to the building out here to make it fish room ready, pretty much the only next thing is going to be taking care of the floor. The floor right now is bare concrete. It's covered in construction dust, but underneath this, there's a concrete floor that's in pretty good condition, actually very good condition. And I'm just going to finish off the floor with a acid etch concrete stain that's actually etched into the concrete, and then a non-slip coating on top of that, and then the floors will be done. That'll pretty much be the last big thing that's going to be done to the building itself to get this thing fish room ready. Of course, I still have to add all the cabinetry that's going to go over here, and a desk area, water heater, etc. But the work to the building itself, the structure, is so close to being done. It's really surreal to think about because This is exactly what I was envisioning when I first told you guys about this idea that I had, but to see it actually happen, man, it's so surreal. It just looks so much better than I could have even envisioned, and I'm so happy with it. And if I am already this in love with the building, just the building, can you imagine how excited I'm gonna be to be able to show you guys adding this whole wall is going to be just racks of big aquariums. And then of course the huge aquarium in the middle, it's going to be insane. The floor, wait for it. I bet you guys can't guess what colors I'm going to have the floor. So it's an acid stain. It's etching the pattern and the color into the concrete itself. So it's kind of permanent, but you still have to redo the top coat every so often. But it's a very long-lasting option for concrete floors, which is partially why I did it. Big surprise, the floor is going to be black and white, and those two colors are going to be marbled and kind of mixed together in some places. The next update you guys are going to see on this building is going to be a week from now, next Tuesday. And it is going to look so much different for the next update because the windows are going to be done. All the finishing details should be done out here as far as like adding more of the lights, finishing the electrical, the painting, everything, and the floors are going to be done. So it's going to be a huge change. I'm excited. Now the original projected budget for this project was 25 grand, and now that we're at this point, I can say with confidence that we are gonna come in under that budget by probably a good margin, but I don't know exactly by how much. So far we've raised a little over 15 grand, which is amazing, and I've said this before, but I can't say it enough. Like, thank you so much to those of you who have contributed. You did all of this. You made this. And I'm so grateful and happy that I now have a home for my fish. And you know, these videos that I make on YouTube are all about the fish, and it's really hard to do that if you don't have a good dedicated space for it. And now I do, thanks to you guys. So I'm really happy to be able to say that yes, we are going to come in a little bit under budget, but with that being said, we still don't have enough raised to finally like fully finish everything according to what I've been sharing with you guys that I want to do. I still have to pay the remainder on the floor. So far I've only done a 50% upfront deposit. Still have to buy all the wall cabinets and the desk area, place where I'm going to store all of the aquarium equipment and do my work. What else? Oh my gosh, there's a squirrel out there and I can actually see it because there's windows. I still have to buy the supplies for the automatic water change system that I'm gonna put together out here, and other stuff I'm sure I'm forgetting. But yeah, we are about $2,000 short for the things that I know for sure still have to be paid for. And there may even be other things in addition to that. But anyways, I'm just letting you guys know that so that if like something isn't done that I've been saying is going to get done, that you know why. The donation page for this project is still open, so there will be a link in the description section below for anyone who has been enjoying seeing all the progress updates and what this fish room is turning into. If you would like to donate so you can help me complete the project to the full vision that I've been sharing with you guys from the beginning, there will be a link in the description below for that page. It's amazing how much of a difference this has all made out here. It's just mind-blowing to me. That's about all that I have to show you guys out here in the fish room for today. Tomorrow there's gonna be a lot more progress made out here. Actually, for the rest of this week, there's gonna be craziness happening out here. But you'll see that in next Tuesday's video, unless you follow me on Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram, because every day that there's been progress out here in the fish room, I post about it on all my social media accounts. So definitely check those out in between video updates. And oh my gosh, look at how different it looks. It's crazy. But for now, let's go inside and take a look at the Discus. Just a quick little update on the Discus tank. Well, they were just out and swimming about, but I came in here and I changed the lighting in the room because I closed the blinds. So a couple of them are hiding behind the driftwood right now, but they have been out swimming around like their normal selves, begging for food from me. Oh, here they come. The coast is clear, guys. And the tetras are settling in really nicely. I was kind of hoping that they would use the top half of the aquarium more than they do, but they actually stay more on the bottom, and that may have something to do with the current, because there's probably a lot more current up at the top. Even though I have the spray bar angled down, well, I have one part of it angled down and another part of it angled up. So yeah, it's probably due to the current. but they add so much life and interest to this tank. They just, it's so much more fun to look at now because there's so much more going on. Every once in a while you get a glimpse of one of the plecos chewing away on something and they munch away at that background like crazy because it was kind of getting covered in diatoms, which is people call brown algae, but it's diatoms. But the plecos are making quick work of that, so that's awesome. In last week's video I showed you guys a diagram of what the fish room is going to look like as far as what tanks are going in there, and there's going to be 2 tanks that are somewhere between 120 and 130 gallons, and the plan has been so far that I'm basically going to take whatever is in this tank and transfer it out to one of those big 130 gallons out there. I want to do that, I really do. But I'm a little torn because it is so nice having this nice display tank in the living room, because when I'm sitting here on the couch I can just look over and watch fish TV basically, and I'm kind of gonna miss that if I move them out to the fish room, but I don't know. In the end I probably will move them out there, but I'm still gonna miss them being in here. I also want to briefly show you guys the axolotl tank just so you still remember that yes, the axolotls are a thing that exist here. And they will be moved out to the fish room too. They're getting an amphibious tank that Custom Aquariums makes. It's going to have like 10 inches of water on the bottom and then open air on top where I can put like immersed plants. I recently got a chiller for them, so I'll be able to keep their water nice and cool, which is what they prefer. This whole situation is very temporary because they're going to be moved out to the fish room before too long, so but check out this girl here. I know the lighting's not very good, but check out this girl here. She's my favorite one out of the 3 that I have. She's the melanoid one, so she's all black, but the other 2 are leucistic, so they're white with pink gills. But she is the best because she's by far the most interactive. And I was doing a Snapchat video yesterday. I actually kind of went crazy on Snapchat yesterday, and she bit my finger. She bit my finger! No way! I know they can't really do much damage because they only have like little rudimentary teeth that are designed more for gripping onto things than for like biting and tearing, but ever since I got them I was like a little bit nervous about the first time I would be bitten by one because I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of when. And it happened yesterday because I've heard stories where apparently sometimes when they bite onto you they don't want to let go because they think that your finger is a worm and they are just determined to eat it. So I was scared that was going to happen, but she actually let go right away. So it was all good, but it just, yeah, it freaked me out quite a bit. And another thing that happened yesterday on Snapchat about her is I asked you guys for name suggestions because I've been pretty lost on name suggestions for these guys. And Jake suggested Medusa because she's got like the snake hair of Medusa. She's kind of got that look going on. So I gotta say I really liked that. So we're gonna go with Medusa for her name, but I'll probably use some of your guys' other suggestions for the other 2 axolotls. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's update video. Also, don't forget that I still have new solid gold merch available at teespring.com/stores/solidgoldaquatics. Hoodies, tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeve tees, all available with the solid gold logo on it over at that link that'll be in the description section down below. Until next time, stay gold.